side to carotid. That's his jugular vein. This looks beautiful. Wow. And we can tell that that's his vein because it's collapsing. When we put any pressure on it, veins collapse. I'm gonna pan, sweep over more medially, and we can see his carotid, his beautiful carotid. Okay, so remember, we can always play with our focus here. I think this is a pretty good level for it. Play with our depth. We don't need all of that extra depth. We're just looking at this very superficial vessel. All right, so let's put some color on this. Let's put our gain down a little bit. Clean it up. Move as proximal as we can for our first image. So I'm going more inferiorly on his neck. Move my box. I'm gonna play with my scale a little bit just to optimize the image. So now let's try some pulse wave. We're gonna move our sample gate onto his carotid. And there we're picking up the waveform. Let's move our baseline down so we can see everything. And let's change the angle, because remember, we want everything to be as parallel as possible to that flow we're trying to pick up, right? So we can get an accurate waveform. Okay, and let's freeze it there. You wanna see?
That's crazy. That's insane.
Isn't
From
that cool?
this?
Yeah. Let me show you.
Wow.
And then here we can measure. Oh, that's super cool.
Precise.
You can get super precise right here with your caliper placement. I can just drag it.
They thought of the natural human errors that occur with a touch screen.
Yeah.
That's smart. And then does it give you a resistive index?
Yeah,
what
0.87.
That's crazy. That's
cool
crazy.
Is that?
That's crazy to me.
So you can
big chunky machines we push around everywhere.
You can literally
put
put your caliper for your SD ratio, and your resistive index comes up on the screen right there. We got 0.87.
To people that don't know a ton about ultrasound, that's fine. It may seem like you're just putting a thing on the screen. No, there's so much physics at work and complicated measurements and science behind it.
Yeah, especially for it to be accurate. Like,
yeah, so
and this is
that's crazy. And that carotid looks beautiful.
It's beautiful. Yeah, let me show you your jugular too. So I'm gonna clear all this. I'm gonna go back to B mode. Look at that.
Dude.
I mean, these images are like...
That looks honestly indistinguishable from...
Yeah.
You know, $100,000 machine that we scan on at school with a $50,000 probe connected to it.
Yeah. So, okay, let's keep going. We just got super excited because we're nerds for this, but let's keep on going with the protocol a little bit. Okay. So that was proximal, and I'm just gonna sweep through and show you all of the different levels, since I've already played with sort of all the buttons and everything, and how you'd measure. Jugular is so pretty. Proximal, and then we would do the same thing mid, and then we'll do the same thing going more distal. Is your bulb really high?
Yeah, because my neck is long.
Wow, like I'm looking for his bulb, and I'm like, okay, keep going, keep going. There's his bulb right there, and you can see his artery. You can distinguish it because you can see the artery pulsing with the flow from the heart, and the vein is more still. So where it gets a little bit wider on the carotid, that's when you know you've hit the bulb, and then you'll see the bifurcation shortly after. So right around here is where his bulb would be. Okay, his beautiful bifurcation. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Learning this always confused me when it came to the ECA and the ICA, and sometimes it still does, especially if there's tortuous vessels. Then it's kind of like you have to look at the resistance. ECA is going to be high resistance, ICA is going to be low resistance. ECA feeds the face, ICA feeds the brain. So here I am going to, from his bifurcation, which we can see here, I'm going to move the probe more medially toward the face, and that's how we're going to look for his ECA, which is right here. And we're going to move back toward the bifurcation, and his ICA is right here. Right, let's play with some color. Ooh, that's M mode. There is the bifurcation. Some color on it. How pretty is that? Then we're just going to look at it in trans. So starting again, proximal. And you remember this from the thyroid. So here, if you ever get confused, press lightly, very lightly. And that'll confirm which one is your artery and which one is your vein. So here we have our carotid. This is prox. Mid. Go up his really, really high neck to his bulb where it starts to get wide. You see that? So here is the bulb. Distal, it's a little bit more small, the vessel. Bulb is when it starts to widen, and then we're going to watch it bifurcate as we go. Do you see that? Did you see this vessel come off? And that's how we know we're at our bifurcation. Right there. Kind of looks like the Mickey Mouse sign, right? So bulb, distal, mid, proximal. Mid, distal, bulb. We're going to watch it bifurcate. And then we have our ECA and ICA on top. Beautiful sweep. This is just so impressive to me.
Same. I'm actually blown away by that. It does M mode too?
It does M mode, yeah.
What?
Yeah. Okay, so let's play a little bit more with our curved side since I've shown you the linear. So I'm going to switch over, which I'll do by holding this button down, and we'll see the light right now is on the linear side. It's going to change